Welcome to the Beer Channel. John Starodumsky here again. I'm here with actually a bottle of beer that's probably a little bit late for review for this year anyway. It's a 2011 bottle of Harpoon Grateful Harvest, and it's a cranberry ale. I actually got it late. This was Harpoon's Thanksgiving beer release. I suppose it came out around November, but I didn't see any here in Georgia actually until December. I think it was around Christmas time that I actually saw it and snapped up a six-pack of it at Total Wine in Kennesaw, Georgia. So this is it's a cranberry ale. Sounds to me like a good beer for Thanksgiving or Christmas. Go good with your turkey and cranberry sauce, of course. Harpoon isn't the first one, obviously, to make one. Sam Adams got into quite a hullabaloo back in the 90s with their cranberry lambic, which was a cranberry beer. It really wasn't a lambic. A lot of beer geeks gave Boston Beer a lot of flack over that, but in my opinion, that was always blown out of proportion. Everybody knew that wasn't a real lambic. Anyway, my bottle says that it's best by February 15th, 2012, which as I pop it, this is a couple of weeks ago. Today is the 29th, so it's the leap year. This is our leap year review, if you will. It's a kind of a stormy night here in Canton, Georgia. We're under a tornado watch. What else is new? And hopefully they'll just pass us by and we can drink some decent beers tonight. The nice thing about this beer is that they do say that $1 from every six-pack goes to support local food banks, so surely that's a worthy cause. Not sure where they would define local here in Georgia, but anyway, if the $1 six-pack makes its way to a food bank, I'm happy with that. You paid $8.99 for a six-pack. When you think about the dollar donation, that's $7.99 for the beer. That's really not bad at all. I have one of my old beer glasses, Oregon Originals Fine Ales, another throwback to the Boston Beer, Jim Koch era of the 90s when this was actually another brand that kind of beer geeks gave Jim Koch some flack for. So anyway, that's what we'll pour it into. Okay. And Harpoon, of course, is a Boston brewery. And they actually, Sam Adams has a small brewery in Boston, but Harpoon had one well before they did. And I toured it many moons ago, back in the 90s. Actually attended an Oktoberfest there once that was a hell of a lot of fun. So we've got a kind of a reddish amber color to the beer. Kind of looks like cranberry. Nice big creamy foam head on there. We've got very fruity cranberry nose. In fact, the cranberry is very strong in the nose. There's the tartness of the fruit. Cranberry has a lot of the cranberry products that we enjoy. Cranberry sauce, cranberry juice, and all that are heavily sweetened. If you've ever eaten fresh cranberries, you'll notice that the tartness, there's a little bit of natural sugar sweetness to them, but really the tartness is the most remarkable thing about them, which is, in my mind, one of the reasons why they're great ingredient in wheat beers. You think of the classic Belgian Krieks, and those cherries are highly prized for that very same character, the tartness that they impart, and makes a refreshing beer. So, at least in the nose so far, that's present here as well. Taking a sip. There's more of that cranberry tart, unique berryish cranberry flavor. I will say this: as much as I like Sam Adams Cranberry Lambic, the cranberry comes out a lot better in this beer than to me than it does in that one. I think the fruit is very apparent, and again, my bottle is a little bit. Probably towards the end of the recommended life of the brewer, but I've kept it refrigerated since I bought it a few months ago. And you know, beers of this quality will usually keep quite nicely. You can go a little bit further than what the brewer recommends depending on how you store the beer. That has a lot to do with shelf life too. There's a lot of tartness, maybe from a little bit of wheat in the grist too. In the finish, I don't get really a lot of hops, but I wouldn't expect to in a beer like this. But again, that tartness really comes out. There's a creaminess to the beer too that works well with the fruit, and it makes it very, very drinkable and very Moorish. I want to take another sip right away. It's that good. So very, very good effort by Harpoon. I'm going to highly recommend this beer. I think if you're a cranberry aficionado, or if you like Belgian style lambics, again, this is not one, but it's on that idea of a tart, refreshing fruit beer. Then don't pay attention to the hype about fruit beers. Try this; it's pretty darn good. And when you do, I hope you'll drop me an email, brewguru@brewguru.com, and let me know what you think about it. Visit my website, brewguru.com, and cheers.